So everybody doing? Crypto shaped here. So we're at the point of I need to get this first rack put together. All these GPUs sitting here not doing anything isn't making me any money. So we are going to take 6 of these. I don't know which ones. It might be a mixed rig, some 2060s and 1660s. I might put, I got a 3060 up here that's not even opened yet. I might put it in there just to play with it, or I might put that one on my test rig, which has a 1660 in it now that I was playing with. Take that one out, put it in here, and put the 3060 in that one. I don't know yet. But let's get to putting this thing together. I got it all broke down other than the server power adapter. I wasn't going to take that back out. And we'll get the rails already mounted. So all we got to do is basically go through, mount the motherboard and the board with the brackets for the power supply here, and should be it. Pretty quick assembly. Hopefully everybody here already knows how to build a mining rig, and if you don't, there's plenty of videos out there. Alright, now we're gonna add the server power supply into a server case. I already have my adapter mounted, and this is version 8, I believe, revision number 8, which basically adds the 40mm fan. I don't know if it's needed, but I figured I had space to put one in. I'm adding one, so as you can see, it is in there. It mounts up like a normal ATX power supply. So we need to do the bracket for the breakout board. We will do that first. And the way that these work is it mounts right in here. So there's the top bracket. Sorry if the camera is moving. This stand is not very rigid. Got to get a better overhead camera mount, which I will be getting here soon. So I basically take this spacer out, if I can hang on to it. The spacer that comes stock with it. You can see it on the other side here. Basically take that out, and it slips right in. Just like that. Put the screw back. It's only modification needed. The back stays on, that way it's extra protected. And I don't tighten it all the way yet. Just loose enough to hang on to it, because you have to do the same for this side. Take it out. And drop the spacer out. Put this in. So. And I also, in the bracket, the hole is oval shaped or oblong, so that there's adjustment, so that I can adjust when the server supply slides in, to make sure that it, you know, gets a connection. And the same for the bottom. So unscrew the screw. the spacer out. This one mounts that way. This one's just got one mounting hole. It comes in through these holes. And then just a stop bracket. So when you're pushing connectors in, this board isn't, well, don't do that. Make sure you put it on the right way. So when you're pushing these connectors in, this board's not wanting to bend back, if that makes sense. This is why we're doing this part assembly, to make sure that when we designed all this that I'm not skipping anything. And it seems like some of these are a little tight. I might have to move some hole positions. So that part is complete, and it goes right there, just like that. I don't know if I got my Allens down here. Might have to run out to the shop and grab some. So common sizes on these servers is, it looks like M3 and M4. So if anybody else is trying to do some modifications, those are your metric sizes that are common. Alright, I'll have to get some Allens for that. Oop. Try not to knock anything off. And then there's the other hole. There we go. Alright. Prefer to have like some flatheads screws. I don't have any in stock, so I'll have to order some. The flathead ones would sit more flush, because see how like these holes have the taper on them. It allows them so when you run your finger they don't stick out like that. That's what like these are, flathead screws that are over here. You can see that the ones on the back are flathead screws, whereas, let's see if I can get it on the camera right, there we go, where that one sticks out. But until I get the rail on there, I don't think it's going to be a clearance issue, because of how far the bracket sits on the front. If I can get it, I'm terrible at this. It's about 1/4 inch, so should have plenty of clearance. And then the bottom I'm worried about too, because as you can see the pan head screws on the bottom are the same way. They stick out for the PCIe riser reel. So we'll have to see if there's any clearance or interference between the cases when I start filling the rack up. There'll be 10 cases in a rack. So with that, this should hopefully tight fit. Go in. Okay. Like that. And I think there's still a little play. These aren't tight yet. So I'll have to get an Allen for that. And then I gotta look up what the difference is on between the red and the black ones. Yeah, see, so that one's labeled. So I figured the black ones were the PWM. So those are the control ones, it looks like, by the labels, and then the red ones are actually CPU. So we won't want that. We'll want to connect onto this one, which I don't know why they'd have the CPU ones when the motherboard has it. I don't know. If you know, put it down in the comments. I'm sure people are gonna want to know the answers to that. And then I had to do something with these fans. They're gonna get changed out. All right, so that part is complete. I will put the stick of RAM in. We can do that now. Alright, we're just gonna go with the first slot. We only got one stick, so I don't think this motherboard's gonna be too picky, hopefully. Yeah, about the right RAM. Yep. Alright. Do some wire management. That later. Stove. So this thing's ready to power on just the ATX. Actually, I'm gonna get reading without that hooked up. Just the board on, and then I will get a reading the fan. Trying to, like I said, I need as true as numbers as possible for these rigs when I start mass producing them. By what I mean mass producing is when I start filling my farm out. Gonna try and save every watt that I can. We gotta do something about the hard drive. I haven't figured that part out yet. You can see it over here. It's not mounted. It's booting up, which is good. 0 watts. We can leave it here. Probably gonna short something out. What's the worst that could happen? Alright. Bank 1. Into the back. There we go. Ooh. Got power. 5 watts. Just not even turned on. Holding 240 volts in my hand, so you guys will witness it on camera if I go up in flames. So let's cycle through. So 5 watts and 0.075, and that's just with it sitting plugged in, not on. I haven't even hit the power button yet. So you hit the power button. Blowing. So just with it turned on, that's 15 watts of power. That's still without anything hooked up to the breakout board. That's just with the power supply on and the breakout board on now. And approximately 0.107 amps. Okay. We're gonna hook this fan up. It's extremely loud. Here we go. Alright, with that fan on. And now we're up to 20 watts of power. Yeah, 0.132 amps. Alright. Turn that back off. Alright. So, with all that though, with basically just GTX 1660, this is a just regular XC edition, EVGA. This thing is drawing 0.27 amps or 58 watts of power. We still gotta figure this out. So we got the riser rails. One more. Let's see what we got over here. Should I leave the plastic on? Is that triggering anybody right now? Let me know in the comments. One, two, three. So do we put, that's a 1660 Ti, that one can go in here. I have two 2060s that we can put in, or we can put in 1, 2, 3, 4. We still need 2 cards. So one of those 2060s have to go in there, or I think, I know for sure that these are going in. They're not 30. Make sure they're not 30. So pop it in. Tighten the screw down and latch it. So the only thing we still have to do is get the piece designed for this, which I can't do until I have a full rig so I can see where I'm gonna mount everything. But for now, these things they're not going anywhere. So we'll get these in here, and then I can take the time to design what needs designed for that mounting point. Put all these guys over here. Can make a 7-card rig, I guess. I'll fit one here. This card is gonna go up here. Trying to put them in backwards. Alright guys, sorry it's a little loud. We got everything assembled. There's a few difficulties. Basically what happened, we have all the 1660s in here, and I got two more 1660s coming, which I'll put a video out on that. But everything's running. It's been running for about a week now. Temperatures have been good. We added the ASIC fan, and it's a 6,000 RPM, so it puts out quite a bit of air. Been basically mining Ethereum, and then CPU mining RTM, which is Raptorium. Yeah, so that's that. We have more boxes of 4Us that have came in, so we got more rigs to build. I have more GPUs coming, and then show you guys the networking, which anybody in networking might notice, but these are Keystone patch panels. So I got a 12-port patch panel because there's only going to be 10 4Us in the rack, so that will be 10 ports for the mining rigs, and then 2 ports left over for redundancy. So I'll basically have 2 Ethernet feeds coming in to the switch, which will be a 12-port, 12-port HP ProCurve switch. I will have 10 ports for the mining rigs, and then the other 2 will go to the network. If you guys want, comment below if you want to see me add the two 1660s to this rig, and maybe we can go into a parts list or material list of what I'm already using. If you guys want something like that, put it down in the comments. I'm gonna try and document as much of this as possible. Right now we're in the process of moving the last bit of equipment out of the machine shop, and then we will be prepping it basically for the server racks to go in. So you guys will get to see, you know, that part for sure. All the server racks going in. There's just a lot going on behind the scenes right now, so I'm not gonna skip anything. I might jump around on some of the you know, episodes, but I'm gonna try and cover and document everything that I can, because I want everybody to see what it takes to start a farm from start to finish. And that's not just building the mining rigs. Everybody has videos on building the mining rigs. I want to go more in depth on what I'm doing, you know, setting up the network, what I'm doing, running electric, because I'll run all my electric. I'm qualified to do that. And then the ventilation, I'll cover that. I also have all the cables, the 6-pin cables for these rigs. I got another one up here, hang on. I make these all in-house. So all the cables that are gonna be in these rigs, I make those too. So there'll be, you know, some videos there that I can try, and if you guys are interested, I can try and teach you guys how to make your own 6-pin and 8-pin cables instead of buying them. The wire by 1,000 and 500-foot spools. Buy them that way. I cut everything. I make the cables that way. It's wire managed. It's neat. And I made the cables, so if they short out or burn up, it's my fault, nobody else's. So until next time, everybody take it easy, and I'll see you later.